Hi everyone, welcome to The Fix. And The Fix is your Friday session where we strip away the hype and answer the real questions about AI. Here we walk through 5 common questions about a key issue, subject, or topic in and around AI and provide clear, practical answers for small businesses. My name is Craig, and it's very good to be with you today as we present another edition of The Fix. And this week we're going to talk about AI search and AI agents. Over the past few weeks, we've talked a little bit about AI agents deciding, not just searching, and why visibility alone isn't enough anymore. And that's led to a lot of questions. So today on The Fix, we want to answer 5 common questions that we're hearing about AI search. No hype, no panic, just clarity. And one thing we want to say here is everyone is talking about using AI tools and doing coding and doing a whole range of fabulous things you now can do with AI, about making themselves more efficient, more effective, doing videos, doing social media posts, doing whatever. But you also really need to start looking at how to make yourself relevant to AI, and particularly AI search. Because if more and more people are using AI agents, they're going to use AI agents to come and search your website. So with all the hoopla you're doing with making yourself more productive, more efficient, more effective, but if you're not making yourself more relevant, more understandable to an AI agent, all that work will probably go to waste. And then you'll wonder why you're not getting a return on your AI tools or whatever else you're doing with AI. But anyway, that's my comment, and we'll jump right through into the first question. Is SEO still relevant? Yes, SEO is still relevant. Search engines still need to find and index your website. Structure, crawlability, authority, all of that still matters. What has changed is SEO is no longer the finish line, it's the foundation. So SEO will get you discovered, clarity gets you chosen. So there's a lot of good things in SEO that you need to be doing and should continue to do, because it will help you be relevant and get discovered. You just need to now think a little bit more about how AI agents will view your website. And that's where we jump into what exactly are AI agents looking for? Well, AI agents aren't looking for keywords. They're trying to understand businesses, and in particular, your business. They evaluate on what you do, who you help, and how you're different, and whether they can explain all that confidently, and whether they can recommend you confidently to the human or the person who has sent them out. AI agents surface what they can explain without guessing. If they don't understand what you do, what you're about, and who you do it for, they're not going to recommend you, because they'll have guidelines and guardrails that they need to operate in response to what they've been structured as an AI agent. The third question is, do I need to rewrite my whole website for AI? No, and that's important. You don't need to rewrite everything in robotic language, but you do need to remove ambiguity. Have simple explanations, reduce buzzwords, make service descriptions specific. You don't write for AI, you write so AI can understand you. And as we touched on over the last few weeks, your USP should be what your website is all about, what it says you're doing. Be clear on what you do, be clear on the problems you solve, be clear on who you do it for, and be clear on the costs or the fees or the services that you provide. If you're clear on that, and that's basic business communication, then AI will be able to understand you and understand your business and understand what you do. If you're not clear on that, and you've used some flowery words and some emotive language to appeal to a human reading your site, and then just want to get the person on a phone call so you can close the deal, that's not going to be the case anymore. If people are using AI agents, the agent, if they just see a word as a word, they don't attach the emotion, they don't attach the feeling to it that we do as human beings. They just see a word as a word, and they work on probability and mathematics. Now everyone says, is this just about blog content? No, and this is where a lot of confusion does come in. AI will evaluate your entire business presence, not just your content marketing. It will look at your service pages, your product pages, your pricing, your FAQs, or frequently asked questions. It will look at your About Us page. AI agents will evaluate businesses, not just blog posts. So they're going to look at the whole package of your business, and they're going to do it quickly. They're going to do it. Speed is what they're very fast. Can review, see what you're about, and then be able to answer and refer you if you meet the guidelines and the requests that they're operating under. If you don't, then they'll pass you by and move to the next site. So the final question we had was, what's one thing I can do this week to improve how AI sees my business? And that's just to run a clarity test. You could ask someone who's unfamiliar with your business to have a look at your website and summarize what we do in 2 clear sentences using your website. So if a total stranger, or you can use a variety of different tests, heat map tests and visuals that different companies run, to just get total strangers to evaluate your website and see if they can answer in 2 clear sentences what you do, just by looking at your website. If not, that's your starting point. If it can't be summarized, it can't be recommended. If a human cannot see what you clearly do and can clarify that in 2 sentences, then AI agent will just pass you by. They'll move on to the next site. So that's the 5 common questions. There is some work to do, but it's not daunting work. And for us, it's just something you need to focus on and just schedule some time to get it fixed. Whether it's this afternoon after this thing, just do the clarity test after this edition. Just do the clarity test and then just see where you sit. And then you can work on some things. You might address your FAQs this week. Next week, you might address your service pages. The week after, your About Me pages. The week after that, you might address your product pages. Whatever the structure and nature of your business is, start now and get in front of what your opposition is doing, because very few people are talking about it and very few people are doing anything about it. And what's important is being discoverable still matters, but being understandable is what gets you chosen. AI search isn't about chasing new acronyms. It's about making your business easier to understand. So being discoverable still matters, but being understandable is what will get you chosen. So that's us for this week. I hope you've got something out of that, and I hope you do spend some time looking at your site to see if you're clearly communicating what you do, who you do it for, and what your results are. So we'll keep unpacking how to build that clarity and AI agents and AI over the next few weeks. But thank you for today. It's been a pleasure to bring it to you. Please leave us some comments or feedback in the comments section below so that we can improve our performance. Or maybe you've got topics or questions you want us to answer in future editions. Look out for us again next Friday when we'll have another edition of The Fix, or on Wednesdays at 3:30 when we present the AI Shift, which is where we delve into a key topic, strategy, idea of how to use AI in your business. So look out for the AI Shift on Wednesdays, and have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful, good rest of Friday. I got myself tied up there. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of the day. Have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you next week when we present another edition of The Fix. Until then,